Hunger strike next to a baker's, but this is where Prabhdeep Singh has set up his ULEZ protest camp in the middle of Uxbridge.
I got everything I need to stay overnight. That's my small bed. Got a blanket to take on.
Mr Singh, a minicab driver from Reading, says he can't afford a new car and faces a £12.50 fee every time he comes into London. So he's decided to stop eating for a week. Why just 7 days?
7 days is enough to, leave the awareness, leave the message. It's not about starving, It's just to get the attention of the people or to indicate.
So it's a stunt?
It's a signify. It's not a stunt.
Even in the pouring rain, people were stopping to offer their support.
Good for him that he's actually doing it, but I don't think he's going to be. The mayor of London isn't really going to batter an eyelid.
It's time somebody stood up to get on.
This ULEZ, it just doesn't make sense. It's attacking the ordinary people.
But not everyone shares Mr Singh's views.
If we don't save the climate, our children, our grandchildren...
You're wasting your time.
Yeah, no, I'm very sorry to see that sort of thing.
The planned expansion of the ultra-low emission zone at the end of the month has prompted a range of protests. There have been demonstrations like this one in Trafalgar Square and attacks on ULEZ cameras, deliberate attempts to sabotage the scheme. But this is the first hunger strike.
I'd ask the gentleman on hunger strike to reconsider. Nobody wants anybody to be on hunger strike. Nobody wants anybody to be inconvenienced by this policy, which will save lives, protect children's lungs, and also tackle the climate emergency.
Last week, the mayor relaxed the rules to allow more Londoners to apply for a grant to scrap their car or van ahead of the ULEZ expansion. But volunteers at this food bank in Barking say that £2,000 is nowhere near enough to replace their older cars.
There are going to be people who are going to be going hungry, and it is really, a concern for us that we're having many sleepless nights of trying to work out where we're going to go to get this funding. We did try to raise some funds, but we haven't had any joy.
The mayor's scrappage scheme is of no use to Prabhdeep Singh either. He lives outside London, so can't apply. Simon Harris, ITV News, Uxbridge.